Volunteer fire departments are the lifeblood of small-town Iowa. Neighbors helping neighbors when crisis strikes. But are they ready if a big disaster takes place? That was the question this evening in Winneshiek County, where an emergency drill tested fire crews, first responders, and health officials. KWWL's Bob Waters just returned. Bob, this was a drill with a premise that could happen anywhere in the state.
Yeah, that's right. The premise for today, a leaking anhydrous ammonia tank outside the Ossian fire station. Then, not too far away, another leaking anhydrous tank, putting the city in peril.
Law enforcement for traffic control, and we're going to need ambulances.
This may have been fake, but the test is real. A leaking anhydrous ammonia tank right outside the Ossian Fire Department. That department can't respond, so it relies on crews from surrounding communities. While they roll in, another call of a leaking anhydrous tank nearby. The drill is intended to test Winneshiek County's emergency response.
A big part of it is our volunteer management. It's all of our fire departments are volunteers. So it takes a huge community to make things go well, and we work to try and make sure that we're protecting all of our community.
Schissel is nearby Calmar's fire chief. That department has 26 volunteers. About 10 responded on a moment's notice. No one knew the drill was happening.
We talk about the good things, the bad things, the ugly things, everything else, everything that went on, and I guess make sure that everybody's all right with what happened, what went on, and look to improve on the next call.
So what would happen in a real emergency for residents here? Well, they would be asked to shelter in place until the emergency is over. The threat was over in a little more than an hour. Now they'll all go back and examine how they did.
It's a matter of making sure that we know how to respond in an emergency situation and making sure that we learn from the situations that we've had a chance to test today.
Now, along with what went on outside the Ossian Fire Department, as well as the Farmers Union Co-op on the edge of town, a related scenario went down in Decorah at Winneshiek Medical Center. That's where supposed victims showed up after driving through what would have been the anhydrous cloud in Ossian. So a test there for them as well. We've got you covered live in the newsroom. Bob Waters, KWWL News.
All right, Bob, thank you. Emergency officials say they conduct these tests about once every 5 years. They say they also tested the new ring down system they use for reverse 911 during today's drill.